So far.
That beat is dope. I cannot tell a lie. I cannot tell a lie. Masters of None Podcast, episode 188. Berto, say what's up to the people before I do my whole announcements and my spiel.
Episode 188. That's all I got. I'm saving all my excitement for today's episode.
That's it. All right, Masters of None Podcast, episode 188. We appreciate you guys. It's a snow day today here in New York. It's been snowing. It's been nice. So, typically I don't like the snow. I'm not a big fan of the snow, but it was nice today. It wasn't too bad. I don't think it snowed like this in at least a year.
More than that.
At least, right?
Dude, it's been like 3 years since it snowed.
I'm telling you, the Schmemic killed the flu.
Yeah.
It killed snow. It killed respiratory disease. All we had was Schmemi.
Yep, they took away the snow.
Took it away.
Yeah.
But, all right, we'll get the announcements out of the way real quick because we got a bunch of topics we want to get into. So, Masters of None Podcast, episode 188. We appreciate everybody that's in the chat now that's going to be joining live. If you want to, you can watch us here live. You can watch us on Kick. You can watch us on Twitch, all simulcasted. And if you can't watch the video version and participate in the chat, which we appreciate you do, if you can't, you can check us out on all audio podcast platforms, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Store, iHeartRadio, wherever your little heart finds your favorite podcast. And if you don't find us on your favorite audio podcast listening platform, come on, Berto.
Join the Discord. Join the Discord and harass us until we place the podcast on your obscure podcast listening platform.
That is it. And we're back. We're Twizzless
like
today, but it's all good.
We're Twizzless. Twiz is here in spirit.
He is here in spirit.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is Twiz? Oh, all right. We miss Twiz. We love Twiz. He's going to be back sooner than than anybody realizes. But big weekend.
Huge weekend.
Big weekend. Had some UFC fights.
Yeah.
Had the Taylor Bowl. Bunch of Swifties. What do you think?
That's
Talk
exactly what I wanted to ask.
Should we start with the Super Bowl?
Yeah, 100%. We have to start with the Super Bowl.
All right, we'll start with the Super Bowl. Hit it.
All right.
That's Twiz.
I thought it was pretty good. I thought the game was good. I thought it was entertaining. I thought it was it was almost like too good, right? Like the game was like so close. It was like a nail biter the whole game. Like weird thing, like a couple weird things happened. It went to overtime. I don't know. It
almost seemed as if it was already decided.
Yeah, it almost seemed, and I hate to put on the tinfoil hat and talk like crazy because we talked about this a little bit before, and I was on the opposite end where I said that I think it's very difficult for companies to like this large to fix games. I think if games are being fixed, it's like fixed like on it's like a smaller scale, maybe not like the owners of the company, but like a couple refs get together, like the refs union, Okay,
so, you're giving them the benefit of the doubt a little bit that it's not the brass that's rigging the game. It's not leadership. It's not the owners. It's not the league. It's more so a small subset.
I think it'd be difficult for like the league to fix it just because the distance between them. I mean, how are they fixing it? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's too many people to involve for them to keep that kind of a secret. These guys can't even keep, like, fucking, when they touch the secretary's leg under wraps. You think they keep it fucking rigging the Super Bowl?
It's tough because I do agree with you that it's hard. There's a reason why one of the most rigged sports in the world was, aside from boxing, was tennis. It's because it's one-on-one play. So it used to be rigged a lot by like the mob and stuff like that. But I think that there's large contingencies that are like large groups, large factions that are that are doing this here. I can't help but think it. I mean, when you think about how much Taylor Swift has increased the revenue, right? We've talked about this. She increased the value of the team by $300 million plus. She increased jersey sales by 400%. She's increased viewership. I mean, and plus you have ad space that was $8 million for 30 seconds.
$8 million?
Yeah, between $7 and $8 million for a 30-second spot. So before the game even started, based on those numbers for advertising cost, for a company to advertise during the Super Bowl, I'm like, okay, they're going to push this to overtime. It's going to overtime. I said this before the game started. I said it's going to at least go to overtime. Like at least overtime, because how much money can you expect? How long is an overtime quarter in football?
So I think they're 15 minutes.
Look at that.
But here's the thing.
Go for it.
It's always been traditionally expensive. Super Bowl ad time. They're
True.
known for their commercials. And I see what you're saying, but I don't think that that's the angle I'd take, just because like traditionally the commercials were super expensive. Like that's one of the things they're known for. That's why we know that statistic, because it's like always so big every year. Like Super Bowl is always known for like brand new funny commercials, which is one of the conversations actually I wanted to have. I wanted to know if you found any of the commercials like super funny.
I don't know if I found them funny. I think my favorite one was the Kanye commercial.
What was the Kanye?
Did you see the Kanye commercial?
No.
Bro, he blew the whole budget for the commercial on acquiring the ad time. So then it was just him like videoing himself like in the back of an Uber, telling you to go to like Yeezy.com.
What?
Yeah. I mean, he's Kanye West. He's got enough of an influence to do that. You know what I mean? It was just like, it was some Casey Neistat shit.
Yeah.
You remember when Casey Neistat did that Nike commercial like years ago?
No,
he did
I'm
his
not
Nike
familiar with
commercial.
this.
They gave him some fat ass budget, and all he did was like travel around and fuck off with his brother. But they filmed the commercial in the meantime. Like one of the things they did was just him running past the camera in like different countries, and then they spliced it all. They spliced it all to make it like he was running, and he made this awesome commercial. But really, all he did was take the money and travel with his brother.
Yeah, that's fire.
So I feel like the Kanye West thing. A matter of fact, I actually have the numbers for what he did in sales. What Yeezy did in sales during the day of the Super Bowl. Like, because he put shit on sale. Did you see that? I bought 3 items.
No. Is that where he was selling those socks?
They're not socks, they're shoes. They're at the pods.
Yeah.
They're like ninja shoes.
He's giving everybody back. Everybody who bought them, they were $200. He's giving you a refund of $180.
Yeah, because he dropped everything to $20 on the entire site. So I bought 2 shirts and a pair of pants.
Nice.
And I'm like, I'm just going to hang on to these. Like I'm just going to hang on to them because I know this $20 thing is not going to last forever.
No.
It's going to go back up to $100 a shirt or something like that.
Yeah.
And then by that point, I'll see what somebody's willing to part with.
I'm surprised that you were able to even get any.
Yeah, dude, I thought it was a scam at first. I'll be honest. I ordered the stuff and then I didn't get a confirmation email. Nothing at all. And it's like, you're going to get a confirmation. Bro, they didn't even charge my card. I was like, oh, great. Somebody just stole my identity or something. I was like, this is some kind of scam. I'm looking for a customer service number or something. I'm like, what the hell is going on? But then I got a confirmation, I think this morning, that I made the order.
It was Ye himself. He was like, it was a FaceTime message of him in the back of an Uber.
Exactly.
And he's like, yo, listen, I got your order. You're good.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was. It was like you clicked, it was a hologram.
Yeah.
It came up out of my iPhone and it was Yeezy himself.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know?
He had that grill, that one-piece grill. What is that? Is that some new shit that I'm just not cool enough to know about?
Yeah, it's crazy expensive, but he talks crazy with it on. And I don't know. It looks like you remember when we were kids. When I was a kid, I don't know if you did this, but I used to put aluminum foil on my teeth.
Of course, bro.
Like a grill, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I was a kid.
Take the fucking gum wrapper.
See? Good old piece of like Big Red. Good old
Yeah.
piece of something like that. Some Winter Fresh.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't burn the gums.
But hold on, I wanna pull up that number.
Yeah, I'm curious to know if he gets more views like on an Instagram post or like via the Super Bowl commercial, because he's already super famous. I feel like anything he does is viral.
Yeah, I agree. Anything he does is pretty much viral at this point. I forget, it was like 19 million or something like that he made in total sales. And I guess that's with the $20 per item. Everything on the entire site is $20. Shoes, everything. Not just shirts, not pants.
Before we get too far away from the Super Bowl, we didn't talk about the fucking halftime show. Swizz just dropped some facts in the fucking chat. It made me remember.
He dropped some facts like what? Oh, hold on.
What'd you think about that?
Hold on. Yeah, he did. Should I read them? Should I
Yeah,
read
yeah.
with Twizz? So Twizz is with us not only in spirit, he's with us through the incredible technology that is the World Wide Web.
Yeah. The WWW.
The W, the good old W.
W.
W3 or
Yeah.
3W. All right. So Usher got paid $617 to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show. 617 what? 617,000?
Million.
No, that can't be.
Nah.
They wouldn't pay him 617 million. It's got to be 617,000.
617 million. Yeah.
It's got to be 1,000. Come on, Swizz, what do we got? However,
Perform
he's
Super Bowl-
expected to make millions in royalties from streams of his catalog due to his appearance.
It's got to be 1,000.
And he just dropped a new album. He just dropped a new album this past week, Usher.
Have you listened to it?
Usher, baby, yeah. And some of the songs were good, but then he's got one. You know the song Uptown Girl.
Yeah.
She been living it. Whatever. He redid that with A-Town Girl.
Okay.
Bro, one of the lines in the hook is, I got a A-Town girl. She keep the blicky just in case I want to try.
What?
She keep the blicky. I said, is Usher really singing about having an A-Town girl that keeps the blicky? I don't want no girl that's strapped unless she's a police officer.
Listen, that might be something that
But that's crazy.
they're just known for.
Is that crazy? You want some chick that keeps the blicky?
Some countries are known, or some places are known for like women with light color hair, light eyes, dark
Yeah.
dark hair.
Yes.
Some women are strapped.
Some women are
You
strapped.
gotta choose your woman wisely, you know?
That's
you don't
true.
gotta be a victim of your circumstance. If you're a man over there, if you're not looking for an A-Town girl and you're surrounded by A-Town girls, like
Yeah.
you can seek outward.
I guess. You know, you got to definitely know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah.
You go ahead and get yourself an A-Town girl.
They seem
that keeps
dangerous.
the blicky. Well, if she keeps the blicky,
Yeah.
I would imagine.
But maybe she's a responsible gun owner.
Maybe he's just talking about he likes to keep one that has a concealed carry.
A licensed girl.
Yeah. You know, but it sounded more so, I don't know if somebody looking for someone that has a firearms license to carry would refer to it as a blicky.
Yeah,
That's
you're
just what I'm
absolutely right.
saying.
Yeah. No, you're right.
You know, I believe that the origin of the word blicky, I want to say it's Maryland.
Maryland,
I believe it's Baltimore.
Yeah. The Blick area.
I could be wrong, but that slang has an origin. It's got roots somewhere. And I think the Urban Dictionary said that it comes from Maryland.
Yeah.
I believe so. And the Urban Dictionary is gold, no?
You ever seen those fucking videos of Philadelphia? the videos of
Bro, I was watching a live stream today.
Bro, that shit's
on
like
YouTube. It was a live stream of the streets in Philadelphia. Everybody's on dope. Everybody's nodding, falling over. I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, is this real life?
Bro, how crazy is it? It literally looks like a fucking zombie apocalypse. You could film a movie there and not pay for any extras and just do a zombie flick.
Yeah, just every now and then you just switch it out. You just park a car there and let them all like nod off around it.
Yeah.
And you just film the dude on top of the car like, like he's like he's trying to get away.
Yeah. Dude, there's going to be movies made about this place.
Oh yeah. Nah, it's crazy. That's so funny that you brought that up. It popped up on my YouTube and I clicked and it was a live stream.
Can you give the people some background on it? Because I can't. So I'm going to put you on the spot and see if you can.
Well, apparently there's a strip. I forget what it's called, but it's in Philadelphia where there's just this epidemic of drug addiction. It's so sad to see.
Yeah.
It's really just people on dope nodding off, and it's dozens of people crowded in the streets. Anybody, like, it looks so bad. Like it looks so bad that you would think it's LA.
It looked it looked like set up. It looked like unbelievable. Like it's like open air drug use.
Yeah.
It's like you couldn't. It's almost like difficult to comprehend because you're looking at it and you're like, wait a second, this isn't real. This looks like a movie scene. Like, why? There's so many people there, and they're all just like in worse and worse situations. Like everybody's got like a hole in their foot.
Yeah.
You know,
It's wild.
fucking eyeballs everywhere.
And everybody's just looking around like Like while they're doing whatever, you know, they're just
Yeah.
looking around, but not because they care that anybody's going to see them, just because they're trying to make sure nobody's trying to steal their shit.
Yeah.
But it's Kensington is the neighborhood.
Okay,
Is the
dude,
strip.
It's like
Kensington.
There's
Yeah.
fucking, what do they call those people that like fold themselves up? Contortionists.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of contortionists out there just folded over.
Yeah. Unintentionally.
Yeah.
These are not willing contortionists.
Nuh-uh.
You know, but yeah, no, that shit was terrible. But it's just people walking through with like a GoPro. And they're just walking through this zombie land and just live streaming it on YouTube. There was like 600 people watching it.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn. I was like, is that what we got to do? We go hit the live stream.
Is
and
that
hit
how
the
we get
streets?
600 views? It's 600 fucking live stream viewers. Walk through the street of Kensington. That's crazy. Shout out to whoever gave us that fact. But
Yeah,
going back to the
apparently
Super Bowl, I
every-
did like the halftime show. I thought he did a good job, just so we could close that fucking loop.
Well, we're going to close that loop, but we're kind of going to loop off to the side here a little bit because I have questions for the chat. Anybody that's in the chat, I'd love to hear the female perspective on this too. If there's any ladies in the live chat, you know, I have a question for how Usher was all wrapped up with his arms and everything all around Alicia Keys, a married woman.
Yeah.
So my question becomes, right? I have a couple of phases that I go through in my mind. I think, okay, would I want my wife allowing that? And immediately I'm like, no, I'll knock him out. But that's what every man thinks in their mind immediately. Yeah. Initially, I'm like, no, I'll knock you out. But really, then I sit back and she seemed to do kind of what was socially appreciated in the industry. Right? She laughed it off. She kind of accepted it, but tried to make it look friendly, like that kind of thing, which I guess is how you play it off best, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to be like, ooh, don't touch me. This is inappropriate. Me too. Yeah. You don't want to do that, right? So I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted on it because I think he needs to chill out because he did the same thing. Who was it? Keke Palmer when he did that show?
Yeah.
He needed to chill out. These are taken women.
So the Keke Palmer thing was crazy. I think that the Super Bowl thing was a little less crazy only because I feel like they had to have rehearsed that. Like, I wonder if there's somebody else, like a creative director that's behind the scenes and he's like, nah, I want you to go behind her and really grope her, I want you to fucking and they're creating like this facade that the music might illustrate.
Okay. So you think that somebody produced that segment? You don't think he took it upon himself to do that?
I think that that's what draws the line in the sand between appropriate and inappropriate. If he's taking it upon himself to be like, oh, sis, come over here, give me a hug. It's like, yo, don't be fucking hugging me, motherfucker. We didn't do that during the warm up, Don't be over here hugging me.
Rehearsal.
Yeah, exactly. Then it's like, why are you fucking hugging her? But if it's something that like somebody came over here and said, he's like, now I want you to moonwalk over here, right? Do a split and then give her a hug. This motherfucker was on skates, bro.
Yeah,
I don't think we're giving this man enough credit.
People are hating on the performance.
Dude, it was incredible.
Bro, people are hating on this performance.
How could they, dude, it was a fucking masterpiece. First of all, this guy's a fucking athlete. Dude, he wore I think he wore at least 4 different pairs of shoes. And I felt like I didn't lose him once. I don't ever remember him leaving, but his outfit just kept changing.
Bro, I'm pretty sure Usher's in his mid-40s.
Yeah, he was fucking killing it, dude.
Yeah, he was for sure killing it. But the memes were great that came out of that.
You know what's funny is I said it that night. I was like, the memes are going to be hysterical that are going to come out of here. I haven't seen any yet.
The memes are great. I saw one that it was him behind her. It was that part where they had their arms behind him, and they put McDonald's visors and headsets on them all with the microphone and put them behind the counter. And they were like, "This is every dude at your girl's job."
Yeah,
this is how dudes are up on your girl at work. I was crying. So that's what I put on the poll.
Okay.
I put it on the Instagram to poll. I'm like, yo, is this your girl or not? Is this your girl doing this or does she respect you, So, but then now with your explanation and then with me, turning off my lizard brain and thinking like a mature grown up, it is the performance. I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to divorce your chick for having a kissing scene in a movie, that's nominated for an Oscar?
Yeah. But, I still don't think he should have hugged her.
I think that the performance, I don't think it added anything to the performance. So for that reason, I'm like, just do what you need to do. I don't think that's necessary. That's not going to make or break the performance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a backflip.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, you're already on skates. Dude is on fucking
Bro, he was literally on skates.
Yes.
When you first said it, I was like, word, he was. Like, in terms of his flowing with his dancing. But I'm like, nah, there was a part where this fool was skating around.
Dude, it was fucking roll bounce, dude.
Bro, for real.
Dude, he was on fucking... It weren't inline skates either. They were the 4 ones, you know?
The heavy joints.
Dude, he's an athlete, man.
He is. He's a goddamn athlete. You're right. He's an athlete. He's a professional.
Yeah,
he did what he was supposed to do.
You can tell that he like has a and I was talking shit last week. If we rewound to last week, I was like, why the fuck they getting Usher? You can tell why he has a residency. You can tell that he performs often because the performance that he put on, dude, was incredible.
See, it's the kind of performance that stretches across decades. He performed music from 20 years ago. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Plus, he performed music that was a little newer. Like, he didn't do any of his new songs, but he just dropped a new album. Like, I didn't hear nothing about the A-Town girl holding a blicky.
Yeah.
You know, so it was all the classics.
I wish I did.
Know. Yeah, I wish I did, but I didn't.
Yeah.
You know.
Bro, Lil Jon.
Yeah, Lil Jon.
Ludacris.
Come on, you love Luda.
You know me, bro.
If anybody loves Luda, it's Berto.
Bro, when he came out with the afro, I was like, oh my God, this is the guy, you know, I used to listen to.
Yeah. You started throwing some bows and shit.
Oh, 100%, bro.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I sat on the floor. When he came on, I sat on the fucking floor, dude. I got off the couch.
You were in crisscross applesauce.
Yeah.
With your hands under your chin like this.
I was laying on my tummy. It was wild.
Yo, legs up, kicking like this. That's your boy Luda.
Yeah. But no, it was Jermaine Dupri was there.
Yeah, he was there looking like Boss Baby. Yeah. He was there.
Some weird fucking shoes on. Who else was there? Was there somebody else?
There was Alicia Keys, JD. I want to say that's all I remember.
Yeah.
Really. I would like a little bit of a medley, though, like you were saying. I'd like a few artists, maybe do one song. I wouldn't have minded like seeing Nelly come out and do a joint.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know, Nelly come out and do 1 or 2 songs. You know, Ja Rule come out and do 1 or 2 songs.
That's what I'm saying. They
and
could
then close it out with like Crazy in Love, Jay-Z, Beyonce. You know, and then just like wrap it up. Like, I think they could crush doing something like that, a little 15-minute performance, but they'd have to pay him so much money. So much. So I wanted to get back to the chat to see what it was that Twiz, if he clarified it.
It had to have been thousands, 15 or
Spaz said it was $617.
Yeah, thank you. It had to be $617,000. It wasn't $617 million. And the truth is that with $617,000, you're not going to get like all the, like, you know, be able to get this many artists. I don't know. It's a lot of money, but he definitely put on a fucking show.
He did. Twiz goes on to say also that he also tied the knot with his long-term girlfriend in Vegas.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, everybody that gets married in Vegas, that always works. Always.
Yeah, statistically, that usually 66% of the time, all the time.
Yeah, 100%. So, and Twiz also clarifies that Blicky appears to have originated in the UK.
They don't got guns.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they definitely aren't supposed to. But they do. Come on, man. Watch Top Boy. Have you watched Top Boy yet?
Yeah.
You liar. But it had nothing to do with weapons. It was a derogatory racial term. Oh.
That's not the one we're talking about.
That's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's not the way that works.
Hold on. Who's Blicky referring to? You got me out here saying this in a negative connotation. See, this is why you need to be here in person so I can switch the camera to you.
Yeah.
And we can blame you.
100%. Scapegoat.
All right. And then Spaz says Usher gets knocked out if that occurs outside of the performance.
Yeah. I mean, so here's the thing. It's like it's not like they're doing like that kind of a song, you know?
I mean, it is a classic.
Yeah, whatever.
It's a classic, but anyway, speaking of albums, I did want to touch a little bit and get your opinion on what you think about Vultures, the new Kanye album.
So I listened to like the songs that had got leaked a couple weeks ago. I haven't gotten to listen to the actual album of those songs, I thought it was pretty good. I have to listen to like the album now, so I can listen to like it in its order and like with the appropriate songs.
Yeah. I have to say, I have one thing that stands out. I actually had this conversation with a friend of mine. You know, shout out to Dave. That's been a long time listener of the podcast. You know, collaborator of mine on our One-Off Customs.
Shout out, Dave.
Yeah, we were having this conversation a little bit, and so I wanted to elaborate on it and kind of have it with you. Why is it that certain artists, now I'm referring to Kanye, Drake, Jay-Z, some of the biggest artists ever, why do they have this kind of sense of, I feel like they almost take advantage of how much we appreciate them, that they think we care to hear their children on recordings? Like, I don't care to hear Northwest on there talking about, it's Miss Westy, I'm your bestie. You're a little kid. I don't want to hear no Kids Bop rap. Do me a favor.
He wants to do that.
Again, I don't give a shit what he wants to do. We don't want to hear that. Do you want to hear a child rapping on a record?
Yeah, but it works both ways. Like, he don't care. Like, he would tell you not to buy that shit.
Yeah, he would. He would.
He's like, oh, like you wanted an album, and like, he goes, you don't like this album?
I mean,
he's
would
selling socks.
Yes, fair enough. The art is for the artist, really, initially. Like Rick Rubin said, they make it for themselves. You know, people make their art for themselves. When I make beats, I make what I like. If people like it too, cool, they like it.
Yeah.
So I do get that, but...
And people love their kid. Drake just did it.
I think it's kind of insulting to the listener. It's insulting. You're kind of taking advantage of your name and being like, I'm Kanye West. They're buying my album. I can put my daughter on here, and I don't care what you think. Same thing with Drake. I'm going to put my son on here. You know, Jay-Z did it with Blue. Blue Ivy was on a song of his. We really don't want to hear your little tiny children rapping. That shit is dumb.
I think that they really like their kids, and when you really like your kids, you involve them in things that you're doing, and like this is like what they're doing. Like I think like they're proud to like have like these things that they're doing with their kids.
I get it.
Put it out.
But we're not bringing your daughter down here and putting her on the podcast. We're like, here's a microphone for my 4-year-old daughter.
Yeah, my kid's not even on the internet though. I don't even. It's so. I mean, I can understand it. It's like when like you ever went to work with your parents.
No,
it's like one of those things.
My parents never took me to work. But I know what you mean. But you know, everybody brought their kids to work that day. You know, you don't find that it's insulting. Like, imagine that this wasn't a streaming age. Imagine this was still an age of purchasing albums. You don't think it's insulting to the consumer that an artist puts their child rapping for the whole goddamn song? She's got more bars on that song than Kanye does.
You know what's funny?
I think it's insulting.
When the video came out, I started watching it. I couldn't finish it. I was like, I didn't finish watching it. But I'm not insulted by it. I don't know why. But I'm not the guy to ask because I'm not like a purist. You know, I know music, but not very well. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of an average consumer. Excuse me.
I definitely, bless you. I definitely hear you because, you know, who the hell am I really? You know, I'm just a guy with an opinion, and I just tend to say shit that really I probably have no business saying. But
I mean, the truth is like whatever he was going to give you, he gave you that plus this. It's not like it took place of another track that would have been hard as fuck. Maybe it probably did.
I mean, I agree, but it's like the lead single off the record, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
He's
just
Kanye
me.
West. You're lucky he doesn't ship the album to your house and like elephant shit, and you gotta like dig it out and like then you get to listen to it. Like you're lucky you just don't like order the album and to your front door comes a box filled to the top with elephant shit, and you gotta dig through it to get to a USB stick, right? And the album is on that fucking stick.
And you got to dig this shit out of the USB.
Yeah.
The USB. It comes with a toothpick. It comes with a little shit picking tool.
Yeah, and there's a shit picking tool and 99% isopropyl alcohol. And you're sitting there spraying this fucking shit. You're spraying. They've been giving this. This is a circus elephant. They've been feeding this thing peanuts. You know what I'm saying? So you're lucky, like Kanye isn't doing shit like that. Him putting his kid on the album. I don't know. I'm not a purist, so I'm not insulted by it. I also think a lot of people have done it before.
Yeah, maybe this is just me kind of thinking out loud, but I found it to be a little annoying, a little annoying. And just, can we get rid of like the nonsense bars? Can we do songs like that are serious? When you have that everybody, yeah, rock your body.
That song is hard, dude.
Yeah, it's hard, but I don't want to hear that one in the pink and one in the stink. Like, that is silly shit. That shit is silly. You don't feel like that's silly? You don't think that took away from your song?
No. I think that it's not even far from like something that he would say. And I think that when these guys make music, they make music for the masses, right? And I think that people who enjoy music for the art form are the minority, and that are looking for like those real hard bars, like that. They're the minority, and like they're not making music. Like artists aren't making music for those people anymore.
I just. My take is that when you take a Backstreet Boys song like that, right?
Yeah, the sample's hard, dude. The song is hard. I don't know why you don't like it.
It's hokey. It's hokey. It's kind of hackish. If you think about it, taking a Backstreet Boys song, Backstreet, and saying Kanye's back, all right.
He says Yeezy's back.
Or Yeezy's back. What a Yeezy's back.
You're not giving him a fucking fair fucking shot.
No, I'm not.
Quote the fuck. You know the song.
And I know Kanye, and I respect the hell out of Kanye. He's top 3 favorite artists of mine of all time.
Bro, that beat is fucking hard.
Top 3 favorite producers of all time. Trust me. So Kanye, when we work together one day, don't use this against me. So what I'm saying is that song, you had to take it kind of a way that I think he leaned more toward it sounding like a joke by doing that. He took some of the edge off of the record. He took the severity off of it and made it a joke by saying one in the pink and one in the stank. Like, that's some 13-year-old boy shit.
He's like a porn addict or something like that.
But that phrase,
addicted to fucking getting blown.
It's that phrase, though. It's been rumored that even when he's recording in the studio, he'll have adult content on the TVs, like while he's making music, which I thought was incredibly hilarious.
Yeah, so that's like...
But think about it. Come on, bro.
All right, here's my thing. That song is fucking hard.
It is.
I think that the song to me was like it's like a redemption arc kind of. Well, I'm back and I'm gonna fucking keep shitting on people, like return song. I don't think that I didn't feel that way. Like it lost sincerity. ASAP's on it, right? That's
I think so.
And I thought that his verse wasn't like. No, it wasn't. It's not him. It's Ty Dolla $ign.
Yeah, Ty Dolla $ign's on a whole album. It's a compilation album.
Yeah.
Or like a collaboration album, rather.
Anyway, I thought the second verse was all right. I didn't think it's like I could do without it. But I thought the beat was super hard. I was excited when I heard it. I thought the sample was like fucking nostalgic, like me hearing it and him saying Yeezy's back. Like I got the complete opposite effect. But I don't know dick about music.
Nah, you do though. You listen to music. I mean, you love Cudi. He's incredible. But so my question, because I had the same feeling with Father Stretch My Hand, right? You know that song on the Pablo album?
Yeah.
That's a great record. In my opinion, it's one of the best records on that album. But why did he have to say, she just bleached her asshole? If I get bleach on my t-shirt, then I look like an asshole. To me, why did you do that, man?
I love that.
That was such a hard song. That was such a hard song. Like, don't get me wrong. I completely understand visually how you get bleach on your shirt. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I get it. It's clever and that sounds like it was inspired by true events. Mm-hmm. So I just can't.
I love that.
I'm like, I guess maybe it's just me because you love it. So.
That's my favorite part of the whole thing. I'm not even kidding, dude. I don't know if I'm a fucking sicko, but that's the part I look forward to. One in that pant, one in that, and dude, that bar, when you said that bar, I got excited. I was like, oh, yeah, which one don't you like? I'm like,
maybe it's something he does intentionally. Maybe it's because he's such a complex creator. And Kanye, please don't take this the wrong way. I literally, you're the man, dude. But I just can't. It's got to be intentional. He's got to be doing it to kind of bring about this exactly what I'm thinking and what I'm saying. Like, why'd you do that? He's like, exactly.
I feel like he does that a lot. And I'm trying to think in my head. I'm trying to reference back to other bars where he just says like some ridiculous shit. And it's like, that's a crazy thing to say, but I just can't think of it right now. But I feel like that's also like his thing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Kanye's a guy that's he's touched. That guy, he's different, man. But I mean, we could stay on this music for another topic because I had something that I found to be very interesting.
What?
I was reading about this radio station in Oklahoma.
Did they turn this into a music podcast?
I think it's KYKC. No, I mean, this is what ended up happening. This is what ended up happening. Let's catch up on the chat real quick. All right, we'll catch up on the chat real quick. So, to catch up on the chat, and then we're going to slide into this other topic that I wanted to talk about. So,
I got my notebook over here that has all the topics I want to talk about.
So go get it. I'll switch to me, and then I'll just say this real quick. So, catching up on the chat. Twist says they make money off the post. It's promo. So he's talking about the off the spot. So he must be talking about I think he's still talking about the Usher record. Yes, he was. That was way back. Spaz, actors and actresses have sex scenes and kissing in movies. Same thing in my opinion. Yeah, that's kind of what I was alluding to. Like, I guess it's just your job, Spaz, Taylor Swift is the feminist we thought she was. She went to Vegas and her boyfriend left with a ring. So she proposed to him with a Super Bowl ring. I love it.
That's bad.
So Twiz says Usher didn't get paid to play the Super Bowl, but he did earn $52.7 million in exposure. The NFL doesn't compensate halftime artists. Holy shit, I didn't even know that.
What?
Wow.
What was that fucking 517 number?
Wow. 617. I don't know.
Is that how much he blew to fucking pay like his background dancers and shit?
I mean, shit, who knows? It's possible. What else we got? Spaz says, look, if Berto had the money to share his daughter's ballet recital with the world, he would. I guess you're right. Why not? And then Derelict's podcast. Shout out to Derelict's podcast, man. So they're back. Yes, you said it, but you were thinking it. D.L. Hughley. I don't really know what that means. Clarify that for me. All right, D.L. Hughley is
no, he just finishes every line like that. That's his side out line. Yeah, D.L. Hughley.
Shut up. Really? That's what he does? That's hilarious. So Twist said he made $617. What do you mean $617? $617?
He just told us this guy's giving us misinformation. First, he told us they didn't give him any money.
No, he said it again. He made $617. So not $617,000, not $617 million.
You know who didn't make fucking dick? Wish.com. Wish.com sold. In 2020, Wish.com was evaluated for like $14 billion or something like that. Are you familiar with Wish.com?
No. Are they the ones that like send the kids to Disney World when they're like not doing okay?
No, that's the Make-A-Wish.com. That's the .gov.
Ah, yeah. Got you. That's the .org.
Yeah, you start handing out money to the .coms and you never see a return. No, but Wish.com, it's like, what the fuck you just drop? Oh, okay. So Wish.com is essentially like, it's kind of like a Temu. You know what Temu is?
Oh, wait a minute. Twiz just read your mind. He said Wish was Temu before Temu. So Temu is kind of like I guess, is kind of like the new version of what would have been that. Not that they're affiliated in any way, but they kind of took their place.
They're kind of like the same thing.
Yeah.
But there's like, people always say like, when you see like a shitty product, it's like, what is this? Like this, like the Wish version. It's like, they're just notorious for for selling like just cheap shit.
Oh, Twiz is saying it was a rebrand.
I read an article today said that they sold to another company for like what was it? $173 million after being evaluated for $14 billion in 2020.
That don't sound right.
In 2020, they were evaluated. They came out at $14 billion.
Who did the valuation? Their own executives?
No, it's
because if you go on Shark Tank and give yourself a valuation of, $14 billion, Mr. Wonderful is going to want to see some numbers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen, man. I didn't check with finance. I didn't call fucking Dave in finance and ask him for the fucking numbers. I just read an article. I'm sharing it with you guys.
All right, cool.
I'm trying to be fair here. Somebody told me, I think it was an IPO. I think they came out as I think they went public and they were like, or they were going to go public. Either they went public, they were evaluated at that, because that's how, like, when a company goes public, like there's an initial offering, I think.
Okay.
And there's a price. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And
I don't know anything. I'm going to let you.
You're putting me in this spot and you're forcing me to fucking do my best bullshittery. All right? And I'm trying to fucking lay it on, but I don't know where I'm going. So I'm going to leave it there.
All right.
They were once worth $14 billion. And they sold for $117. And you guys asked me too many questions. I'm done with this. We can move on to Valentine's Day.
All right. Valentine's Day.
And how much money people are spending on it.
All right. So let's slide over to the chat. So Twiz says, Wish was Temu. Temu before Temu, the rebrand. Come on, guys. This is America. That rebrand statement was sarcasm. Oh, okay. So he's making a joke. Okay. I thought you were talking about like it's like a club in New York that as soon as somebody gets shot, they change the name. Somebody gets shot at the club, they change the name. It's not Viper Bar anymore. It's Wall Street,
There's like, you got to write like rebrand in like italics or something like that. So we know that you're being like sarcastic.
Oh, shit. Here we go. Twiz says, but there's true to it, whatever. Yo, Suffolk County Green Team says, D.L. Hughley was the first mainstream black comedian that got light for being on the DL. I got to stop reading these because I'm sure there's some kind of innuendo in there.
You think DL's on the down low?
Is he on the DL?
Is that where DL comes from?
Oh,
he is DL Hughley.
Like DL as in?
Down low.
Yeah.
Like he is down low Hughley.
Oh, I see. Damn. Like a double entendre.
Yeah. This whole time.
He also says DL made a sus Shark Tank. I'm not even going to get into it. What kind of, he made his own version of it? And then Spaz, I think Berto's confusing Alibaba with Wish or Temu. With Wish/Temu. Is that what you're doing? You confusing Alibaba with that?
Did Alibaba just sell for a bunch of fucking money? Or for not that much money?
And then Twiz drops possibly the most impactful comment on the whole entire live chat, and that is LOL. Thanks for that, Twiz. LOL.
Hey, that's another number. That's another comment
that's
in there, Thank you.
Next time, throw an LMAO in there. LMAO. So what do you got? What were you talking about? Valentine's Day?
It's Valentine's Day tomorrow.
So how do you feel about Valentine's Day?
I think it's dumb.
Do you?
I think a lot of those like corporate holidays are dumb, like where it's like, do you just made this shit up? I mean, I guess it's nice. It's always nice, right? It ends up being nice because you do nice things for people, but it's like, it is a kind of a dumb holiday. It's like, why are we doing this? Like, we don't really like, everything's so expensive now. Dude, a bouquet of roses on Valentine's Day?
Dude, that'll run you like $70.
$70?
A dozen? She'll run you like $70, bro. Yeah. With no delivery.
The same one you get for fucking $20 another day.
$20 at Stop and Shop. I mean, but the thing is, what they end up doing is they're able to get their hands on the emotions of women to where we feel we need to meet the expectation of a gift or something like that.
Yeah.
Right? You have to.
Yeah.
right? That's how you feel.
And chocolate's at an all-time high in price.
Yeah, chocolate's inflation is double time on chocolate.
Dude, everything is fucking expensive right now.
Yeah.
Everything is expensive.
Dude, I just went grocery shopping yesterday. Now, mind you, I'm a man that lives alone. Mm-hmm. It's me and my dog. Do you know how much it cost me yesterday just to get a few items of protein, some rolls, little cold cuts? You know, I got 2 rolls of paper towels, which now I'm using Stop and Shop brand paper towels because I refuse to pay $25 for, like 6 rolls of Bounty. You can take that and stick it up your ass.
Bounty's not even the quicker picker upper like that.
It is, though. I feel every bit of the difference.
Yeah.
Okay. You can.
You got that? Do you get that 2-ply shit,
bro? I'll tell you what. The quicker picker upper is legit. You could damn near wash dishes with that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Got playing around. You could shower with a Bounty.
I use the Costco brand.
Yeah. Oh, you use the Kirkland.
Yeah.
You're Kirkland gang.
Yeah.
Okay. Now Kirkland gang, they're always the ones that stand up first. When I'm like, yo, Bounty is where it's at, and they're like, Kirkland. Everybody stands up and like ready to go to war for Costco and Kirkland.
You know what's crazy? So I'm at Costco's one time. It's me and my chick, and we're sitting in front. It was like the first time we went to Costco's yet, where we're sitting in front of the fucking the paper towel section, and it's Kirkland and Bounty. And I go to grab the Bounty, and I tell my girl, I'm like, it's the quicker picker upper. I say that to her. And the lady my girl's like, nah, get this one. It's better. And the girl comes by, and she's like, she's right. Those are better. And I was like, what? And from that moment on, I was just convinced.
Nah, bro, you got to understand that Costco is a gang. You got to understand, bro. You're Kirkland or die.
Okay.
You got to understand. It's like Yellowstone. If you were to pull that lady's shirt down a little bit, she got a K branded in her skin right there for Kirkland.
Because that's what it is.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's the gang.
Okay.
Bro, I know somebody that rides so hard for Costco and so hard for Kirkland.
Yeah.
I can't even tell you, bro.
Okay.
I swear to God, ready to like scrap over something, like wearing Kirkland hoodies and shit.
Oh,
I'm 100%, bro. I'm telling you, with the shit across it. I swear to God, ready to go to war for Kirkland. I swear to God.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, that's your next hat?
Well, honestly, if you ask me, some of the products are good, but the peanuts,
Yeah. I mean, as a guy that lives in a 1-bedroom apartment, bro.
You a lot of peanuts?
I don't have anywhere to put all the peanuts. I wish I'd appreciate some of those Costco peanuts, but I can't put them anywhere.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's like anything that you get is too much.
Dude, you need a full storage area in your home to consistently shop at Costco.
Yeah.
You need like a trunk freezer.
Yeah.
All that kind of shit. You need a secondary fridge. You can't just have a regular apartment, one person. You need multiple family members. You need to be able to chop through that product in the like subsequent days after shopping.
No, you're absolutely right. We don't get a lot of stuff from there, but I'm lying. We do get a good amount of stuff from there.
We have a house. You have a big ass house.
There's always a lot of people here, and there's always people here too, even the people that don't live here. Me and my girl were talking about it today. I was like, recently had been like one of the times in a long time that there's not somebody here staying with us.
Yeah, I mean, I could come and stay.
You're more than welcome.
Yeah, bring my dog.
Yeah. You want to break the streak? Come on down.
Yeah, I'll come on down, bro. Listen, I'm trying to knock that. I'm trying to get right in that,
I got you. I'll pull out the futon for you.
Yeah. Oh, the futon for me?
Yeah, you can sleep. Yeah. Listen, bro, I got you.
You got me?
Guest room.
Love you, bro. All right, so what else we got here on this chat real quick?
It's like New York State, it's like New York Fashion Week.
It is?
Fall look. Whatever the fuck that means.
I mean, you gotta wear your shit like you're ready to hide in the leaves,
Everything is like really like there's a lot of floral colors coming this
a lot of floral print.
Yeah, a lot of floral colors. A lot of lavenders, a lot of dark lavenders.
Oh, okay.
I watched for a little bit,
You did?
You gotta be educated
Where'd you watch
on these things. It was live stream on Twitter.
Shut up.
Yeah. Twitter's like doing like this weird new thing now where they want people to host content on it. You seen that thing with Mr. Beast, right?
No.
Mr. Beast put out a video. Mr. Beast put out like a tweet saying something about there's a conversation that happened between Mr. Beast and Elon Musk about like ad content and how, if he put out a video on Twitter, then it just wouldn't be like lucrative enough. And Elon was like, well, just try it. So he did do it. He posted the video. He put it on fucking Twitter.
Exploded.
and it made a fair amount of money. A lot of people didn't really believe that it was genuine, and they were saying that it was like rigged, like Twitter like pushed a video for it to make all this money. So I feel like they got like this new like venture going on where they also want people to fucking watch videos on Twitter. It's crazy. Some fucking dude that just had a bunch of fucking money bought that shit one day. And like he has so much fucking money that he's just doing crazy shit, like buying social media platforms and fucking shooting rockets into space. Like who the fuck trained this guy and to do any of the things that he's doing?
Dude, the crazy thing is, that's the only social media platform that doesn't suspend my shit when I'm on there, bro. You know, anytime I make comments and stuff on Instagram, they try to remind me, they're like, this is inappropriate. I'm like, all I'm saying is something true and honest. Like, why is everything inappropriate?
You can't be true and honest if it hurts people's feelings, bro. How dare you?
But it's not even that I'm hurting people's feelings. It's just things that are true. Yeah. How can you flag people for saying things that are true? If I say the sky is blue, they're like, edit comment?
You know what's funny is that Twitter doesn't do that. There is a lot of crazy shit on Twitter, though.
Too crazy, though. Like, too crazy sometimes.
Yeah. So it's like, there's both extremes. I'm not a huge Twitter guy, to be completely honest. But yeah, they're pushing like a fucking video shit now. So they're live streaming the New York Fashion Week.
Yeah, shout out to Saif up in the chat, man. Saif was good, man. He said, hey, yo, he shout out, Twizzy shout out Sam's Club.
All right, so here's it. I don't want to fucking lay on this conversation for too long, but this is the way it works. There's Costco's, BJ's, Sam's Club, and I think that's it.
But depends on, I guess, the region you're referring to, right? You mean like by us?
Yeah,
like
wholesale
New York
stores.
Sam's Club, BJ's, Costco, and yeah, those are all the ones I know.
Yeah. All right. BJ's, that's just the Walmart of wholesale.
My dad would beg to differ. They ride for BJ's, bro.
I just keep it a stack. They're like the wholesale. They're like the wholesale Walmart. Now, Costco, Target. Costco's his Target. I don't know.
I see it.
Costco's his Target. And BJ's is fucking, it's como se llama. What the fuck is it called?
Is Walmart? What's Sam's Club?
Sam's Club.
Walgreens?
Sam's Club is some side shit that you go to because you passed it. I can't even think of what's another one that's even like Walmart or it's like it's
Kmart.
You could give it like you want to do Kmart
Caldor
like, circa 2007. It was like a 2007 Kmart.
Fun fact. Do you know that Walmart, Kmart, and Target all started in the 70s together? You know they've been around that long?
Somebody had I think you might have told me that before.
And Kmart acquired a whole bunch of stores, grew super fast. Walmart and Target grew way slower. And then Kmart's now out of business, and Target and Walmart are bigger than ever.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That is crazy. Maybe Kmart just made its money and got the fuck out.
I don't know. They started slacking, man. But
I don't know. I wouldn't know what Sam's Club is. And the truth is, I've never been to Sam's Club.
Bed Bath & Beyond?
I don't know, dude. It'd be like
they're out of business too, bro.
Bed Bath & Beyond, yeah.
Is that wild?
That companies go out of business? Yeah, it is crazy.
No, but that so many went out of business in that same time frame after the whole lockdown and everything.
Oh, yeah. Dude.
Kmart went out of business.
But Kmart was on the downhill. So was Bed Bath & Beyond.
Books went out of business. Sports Authority went out of business. Like, we're talking about a lot of big places when we were growing. Models went out of business.
Those places probably made money going out of business at that time because it was...
What?
There was probably
they
incentive.
Made money going out of business.
It was probably incentive to getting those PPEs, and they probably were just like, we got to get the fuck out of here. No, but the truth is that those places were on their last leg, bro. Sports Plus or fucking Models, like those are places that people barely go to anyways. Like they're completely dependent on seasonal activities that unfortunately weren't taking place during those times. But like they weren't. I don't think that they were like these thriving businesses that went out of business.
Bro, we just got some news in the chat here, some info here, that Sam's Club is actually owned by Walmart. That's what Swizz said. And Saif said Quickie Mart.
Quickie Mart, that must be some European shit. That's like Tim Hortons.
Isn't it Quickie Mart where Abu worked in The Simpsons?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was called a Quickie Mart. I'm pretty sure.
It very well could be. When I think of a Quickie Mart, there was by my crib when I was growing up. There was a Quick Spot. I think it was called Quick Stop. Quick Stop, Quick Spot. It was a gas station.
Yeah,
it had
Quick
like a
Stop.
little store in it.
Quick Stop. Yeah, I think it was Quick Stop. He's laughing. He's got the crying face. But I guess Costco is the champ. Costco's the champion, bro.
Listen, I'm not saying I don't like BJ's, but I'm just saying that like when I go there, I get like Walmart vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got like exotic seltzers there.
Yo, my dad will fight you for that, bro. I'm telling you, my dad will scrap with somebody that says that. BJ's not where it's at.
They got a lot of things that I like that Costco doesn't have either.
Like what? Come on, enlighten the people, man. What do they have that
the Perfect bars? You guys ever had the
I put you on the Perfect bar, bro. Come on, tell the people I put you on, bro.
You did put me on the Perfect protein bars.
Yeah, the peanut butter, right?
They're very good. They have them there
in big ass boxes.
No, they're in like the same box you would get at
the grocery store.
At the grocery store,
except they rip it open and sell them individually.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I grabbed the whole box.
There's like 7 of them in there. So they have those. They have that's essentially it. They have like different flavor seltzers. They'll have like seasonal seltzers as opposed to Costco. They just has the same one over and over. Like they'll have like the 4th of July edition. They'll have like the summer edition, spring edition, winter. Like they have like all these different kind of fucking polar seltzer waters. So.
You know, something else I wanted to touch on real quick, because I know I've been talking a lot about music. Should I not talk any more about music?
What do you want to talk about music? You want to talk about, is there like a scandal in music you want to talk about?
There's
you want
just
to talk about another song you hate?
No, not a song I hate. I wanted to talk about.
Do you like music?
I love music, man.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't love it as much as I do.
Do you have music you love? Is there any music you love that's been recently created?
Any music I love that's been recently created? I like a lot of Hit Boy's work. I like the Nas projects that he did. I like the project. I'm not the biggest fan of the project he did with The Alchemist. I mean, Benny the Butcher's project is probably my favorite project that's out right now. Everybody Can't Go.
I haven't heard it.
Everybody Can't Go. That's my favorite. It's produced half and half, Hit Boy and The Alchemist. Those guys are bodying right now. And also, matter of fact, this guy that I discovered on Instagram, I found his Instagram. It popped up on my on my feed, and this guy is super dope. The song that popped up, he was just playing it. It was like a weird camera angle, and he was playing it, and he said that he wrote this song when they were on their way out of the house, and his daughter, she's 5 years old, asked him about death.
Oh, you told me about this.
Did I tell you about that? Mm-hmm. I'm going to play a second of it, to be honest, man. So he wrote this song, and he recorded it on, like he did it on Instagram. Like he did a quick little video of him playing it on a stairwell. And he said he had written it on his, on the stairwell after she said that. He's like, I went down to like my basement, kind of went down the steps, and I wrote this song. And 20 minutes later, this song came out. And he then has recorded a studio version of it and released it. And it's so goddamn good, man. Like when I tell you, his name is Mark Sibilia, Scibilia. And the song is called More to This. So it's about, about death, like what he thinks death is and what other people think it is and what his daughter thinks it is. And there's got to be more to this. It was incredible. Like, I'll play a quick second of it, honestly. I don't care. I don't think he's going to flag us. He's not a big artist.
It's not him.
Huh?
I think you could get 15 seconds before anything happens. That feels pretty good. That here sounds pretty good in idea too.
Come on.
It's hard.
Somewhere in between. That's a great song, man. If anybody, I feel like I want to link this in the bio. This song was so good. When I heard it, I was like, man, this is incredible. He's from Buffalo, New York, this guy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and now he's like residing in Nashville, Tennessee, because, you know, he's it sounds like he does like kind of a clearly the majority acoustic type music. And so he lives down in Nashville. But that song was so good. When I heard it, I was like, this guy is like some next level songwriter that he's about to go. That guy's going to go. With that record, he's going to go. And I love the sound of it. Okay. So I'm jumping back in the chat. So you said he didn't love the album. Ye's the GOAT, but he didn't love the album.
I have to listen to like the official album.
Yeah, I'm going to, listen to it. And then I'm also going to give it another listen because Kanye tends to have albums like that. They may not hit it first, but they might grow on you like Life of Pablo.
Yeah. We both felt the same way. I didn't like it at first either. I don't think I understood what it was supposed to be at first. I think that when you give stuff a couple listens, like you really understand, like, oh, this is what it's supposed to be like this, and then it gives you a better appreciation for it.
I agree. You kind of have to you have to digest it, kind of see where they go. That's why I can't judge an album. I never judge an album on the first listen. Never.
Yeah.
Never. I got to listen to it in the car. I got to listen to it in the shower. I kind of have these different places that I need to listen to an album in order to fully appreciate it or feel like I gave it its due. It needs to be in the car. It needs to be in my studio. It needs to be while I'm cleaning in the background, some type of thing like that. And, after a few full listens like that, then I can formulate a solid opinion. But I mean, that's what I got. So Kanye, and check that dude Mark out, Mark Sibilia. That song, More to This, is incredible. So anybody that wants to check out some good new music, check it out.
And we're over the hour.
Are we over the hour?
We're over the hour.
Shit, man.
Just like that.
Real quick, I had a quick thing I wanted to touch on. 1 second.
Okay.
What do you think? We got a couple minutes?
Yeah, what do you got?
I want to touch on this idea because, again, more music that we're talking about this podcast. But, that's a lot of music things have occurred in the last week. So Beyonce released a song called Texas Hold'em.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a country attempt. There's like acoustic guitars, things like that, strumming. And somebody requested it on a radio station in Oklahoma called KYKC Radio. And when they requested it, they got a response via email that said that they do not play Beyonce because this is a country music radio station. So my question to you is, do you just never play the music of a certain person because you only play a certain genre? What if that person crosses over?
I wonder if they even gave the song a listen to. If they just, like, somebody was like, yo, can you play Texas Hold'em by Beyonce? And they were like, Beyonce, we don't play hip hop.
Yeah, they might have thought it was going to be like, oh, my Texas Hold'em. Oh, my Texas Hold'em. Like something like that. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm just I'm curious because maybe this is a question we could throw out to the chat. We could have people maybe answer this in the Discord because I'm curious. I'm thinking about what you guys think because to me, sure, typically Beyonce is not country music, and I don't know if that song constitutes or qualifies as country music, but it's definitely not a typical pop Beyonce song. But it led me to think down a path of what if a different artist, what if like Jelly Roll decides to do a rap album, even though he's technically country, but he kind of rap sings type of thing. He kind of rides that line. Mm-hmm. So I wonder, would he not be allowed to be on Hot 97?
Do they play Yellow Wolf on Hot 97?
Yellow Wolf, Jesus Christ, I haven't heard that in forever. I don't even know if anybody plays Yellow Wolf anymore, but good question.
Would that have been like the equivalent, like a country rap?
That's a very good question because I think if I remember Yellow Wolf and a lot of his work correctly, I think he kind of rode that line a little bit, right?
Yeah, I feel like I'm not the biggest Yellow Wolf fan either. That's what I know him for.
Yeah. All right, so I guess that's my question. Maybe I'll leave off there. Maybe if you guys want to put stuff down in the comments at video, maybe if you want to, add something to the chat now, you want to jump in the Discord. I'm curious, like, how do you feel about Beyonce not being able to be played on a radio when requested by a fan on a particular station because she's not technically under the genre of country music?
I'm with Saif on this one. He says nobody listens to the radio anyways.
True story, Saif.
No one listens to the radio anymore.
True story, man. Nobody really does listen to it.
Dude, I haven't listened to the radio. And I couldn't tell you if Ebro was still in the morning show.
If who was?
If Ebro was still doing that morning show, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Ebro's doing a few things. He
I wouldn't be able to tell you if Rosenberg was there or if Angela Yee or I don't know who's doing the morning shows right now. I don't know if Charlamagne's doing one. Like I haven't listened to the radio in years.
Yeah, Charlamagne and Envy still do the Breakfast Club, but they don't have a replacement host yet.
Angela Yee's not there?
No, she's doing her own thing. She's doing her own podcast, Lip Service.
Okay. I knew she was doing the podcast, but I didn't know she left the station.
Yeah, she left. I mean, it's hard to continue to work for somebody when you can just make independent racks. Mm-hmm. When you can just keep on making money by yourself, you have a following. There's no reason to have somebody telling you when you can and can't go to lunch. Yeah. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. So,
but she needed that to get to be able to do lip service and for anybody to give a fuck.
Yeah, true.
The reason why people care is because if it's her years of hard work, you know what I'm saying? But in radio.
I agree. She spent the time to build the relationships and stuff. That's why she's able to have a successful podcast, because she made so many friends in the industry that she can just kind of cross them over. Mm-hmm. She can bring them over to where she's at, and they'll come over and support her. So interesting, but I think we're good, man. We're over the hour. And what do you think? You got anything else?
I'm good, bro. Good? I got to fucking piss like a racehorse with a glue truck behind him.
Is that a thing that's like sweating like a hooker in church?
I don't know. Cat Williams said it in one of the Friday movies. He's like, I got to piss like a Russian racehorse at the Kentucky Derby with a glue truck behind him.
Gotcha. You want to take a quick piss before you get turned into glue? I don't know. But that's because that's where glue comes from. It comes
I
from
didn't
horse.
know that till that.
Yeah. But all right. So we'll sign out, man. This is Master Numb Podcast, episode 188. Thank you to everybody that jumped in the chat. Saif, Twiz, Mama Brooks, we saw you too. What else we got? Who else is in here? We got to shout everybody. Twiz, Spaz, Suffolk County Green Team. Shout out to the Derelicts podcast. Shout out to everybody. Kid Murray. Shout out to everybody that jumped into the live chat with us and
DL Hughley
stuck in. Yeah, DL Hughley. Shout out to DL Hughley. And if you can't watch the video version in the archived episodes, that's under the live tab on the YouTube channel. You can also check us out on all audio podcast platforms: Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Store, iHeartRadio, anywhere. And if you don't find us on your favorite audio podcast listening platform, Berto,
join the Discord. Go to the chat menu and harass us. Harass us until we place the podcast on your obscure podcast listening platform.
That's right. And join the Discord anyway. Jump in there. Give us some topics to talk about. We got meme subcategories. We got stuff regarding gaming, regarding topics to talk about, regarding anything that you are curious about, anything that you want to let us know about. And we appreciate you guys wholeheartedly. This has been the Master Numb Podcast, episode 188. Twiz, we miss you. Can't wait for you to be back. And we appreciate you guys. That's what we got.
That's it.
And now...
Wait, hold on.
Berto's going to go over and he's going to make sure that he hits that for you guys. Sorry, guys. Go ahead, man. Come on, man. Make sure you go and hit the music for the people, man. Hit the music for the people, Berto. I'm switching to Twiz so you can see Berto. Oh, yeah!